James Berkery of Berkery Noyes and Company. I'm the CEO of the firm. It's a family business, been around for about 40 years. We're primarily an investment bank, sell-side advisor, and we sell companies in the information industries. Well, in 2014, at Berkery Noyes was in a transition. We were restructuring, and the people that were handling the books were moving on, and so we were forced in some way to look for new talent, and we looked at outsourcing. And at the same time, we were looking at PEOs, professional employment organizations. We were also looking at what else could we outsource, and bookkeeping was one of them. There weren't a lot of choices around. One of the most established, or the most established, was accountingdepartment.com. There were a couple others, but they were structured differently. The accounting department was structured to entirely remote, where others were still living the hybrid model at that time. And it really seems like they were ahead of the curve when it came to the remote accounting model. We had Jennifer Wester. She was wonderful, one of the best employees, or it almost feels like they're an employee when you're working with them, because you see them regularly, once a week, once a day, however often you want to set up your schedules and what your plan is with them. And she just could answer any question, create any report, get the data on the fly in Excel, whatever format we wanted. When Jennifer had moved, the entire organization is structured in a way that all the emails, all the files are stored. They were really built for remote, and I don't think a lot of companies know how to do tech-enabled services until you experience what accounting department. I'd argue they'd probably be one of the first, besides PEOs and companies that were doing it for other purposes, but definitely one of the first in accounting, and really entirely remote and built for purposeful for this type of role. I guess outside of that, the management was always there for us. I'm not sure if it's, as they've grown, that's capable for everyone, but Dennis and Bill was always somebody we could turn to and ask for help or discuss, what's happening at our organization. I mean, it's really, for me, I look for everything that I can outsource. We're also in a world where the technology's here now. It's very accommodating. Everything, all online bill pay, and it's kind of a no-brainer. And I've really seen accounting department, when I work with companies that are selling their organizations and they have a tech enablement component, a lot of what I know about tech-enabled companies have come from my experience with accounting department, and I haven't seen anyone do it as well. I would suggest integrating payroll, and because we didn't use payroll. So if you're using a PEO, I have our HR person managing that, but I think ultimately that I didn't realize that accounting department did those services as well, and I probably would have taken advantage of that early on. Right now, my HR personnel can handle it. But I think in some instances, it would be great to have all of accounting and payroll integrated a little more tighter, because we have had like some things getting put into PEO, and then we don't use the entire PEO services. Then we go to, accounting department, and then we go to maybe the 401k plan. And it would have been better to have it all managed by accounting department.